If you are watching this video, you are likely new to meditation. It can be a bit intimidating to begin with, as it is not always easy to calm the mind. The key is acceptance. Accept that your mind may wander, you may get anxious or even a little bit frustrated, but that is okay. Let's begin by finding a comfortable position. The best spot is a place where you can sit up, as it is important to sit up and not lose focus by laying back. To begin, let's roll our neck and ease the tension up there. So begin by rolling your neck 5 times one way. And 5 times the other way. When you do this, make sure to just keep everything relaxed. Think about easing the tension and not building up tension by doing it harshly. Now you may close your eyes and we'll get started. The most important part of our meditation is our breath. As a beginner, it is important to know if you ever lost, whether you're meditating or just in general, bringing yourself back to your breath is a great way to become more mindful and be more in the moment. So, just begin to notice your breath. As you breathe in, notice how it fills up your chest and then deflates as you breathe out. Continue to pay attention to your breath. Now, as you continue focusing on your breathing, you want to start counting them. So as you breathe in, that's 1, and as you breathe out, that's 2. When you get to 8, just go back and start at 1. This allows us to remain focused on our breath. And if at any point your mind begins to start wandering, just come back to that counting and notice how your breath moves throughout your body. Notice how it goes through your lungs, through your torso, even all the way down into your legs. Keep focusing on your breath flowing in and out of your body. The beautiful thing about meditation is that you don't have to sit down and close your eyes to use the same breathing techniques used in meditation. At any point during the day, you can bring yourself back to your breath when you get stressed out or anxious, and do the same thing, and it'll bring you back into the moment. Now continue focusing on your breath, and now as you breathe in, I want you to imagine you're on a beach, or you're just in front of the ocean, however you see it. And as you breathe in, the waves, the tide, it comes in towards your feet, closer to you. And as you breathe out, the waves recede. Continue imagining the tide and the waves flowing with your breath. Now you may notice, as this happens, other thoughts may pop up, and that's totally okay. As these thoughts pop up, imagine the waves are your mind and they contain your thoughts. So maybe you're thinking of a homework assignment that's overdue. Just imagine that thought in the water, and as you breathe out, that thought is washed away. And you don't have to fight it. If it stays there, it is what it is. Just imagine your thoughts flowing with the water, in and out with your breath. If at any point it becomes a little overwhelming, that's okay. You can forget about the waves and just go back to counting your breaths. So go ahead, continue imagining the waves recede. You can think about the sounds you may be hearing. Is there a buzz to the room you're in? A fan? Or you can imagine the sounds there would be at a beach or just in the ocean. And remember, if you're not doing it perfectly, if your mind drifts, that is totally normal. Just bring yourself back to your breath. Now, as you visualize yourself on this beach or in front of the ocean, I want you to feel yourself grounded. Notice how your feet feel. Can you feel them touching the ground? Or feel them touching the sand if you are visualizing yourself on the beach? Really start to feel yourself grounded and stable. Notice how your breath travels all the way down to your feet and back up, in unison with the waves. And remember, any thoughts that pop up, they just wash away with the tide. Now, I want you to bring yourself back to the space that you were in. Whether this is your bedroom or your kitchen or wherever you are, it doesn't matter. Just bring yourself, with your eyes closed, back into that space. And once again, I want you to feel how your feet feel on the ground. Notice the way that they're touching the ground, the way that they're connected. Notice the way that you're touching the chair that you're sitting on, or whatever you're sitting on. Just notice, just observe. There's no judgment in these thoughts. As you observe, continue breathing deeply and noticing how your breath flows throughout your body. Remember, any thoughts that come up, you can just come back to your breath and those thoughts will drift away. So take another deep breath. Notice how grounded you are. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. So if that was your first meditation, or you're just getting into meditation, that's an easy strategy you can, or maybe not easy, but a simple strategy you can use to meditate. You can imagine your thoughts, your mind as a tide. And when your thoughts get overwhelming, you can just imagine those drifting away with the water. And then, if you didn't like this, there's plenty of other types of meditation you can try, or maybe just give something else another go. Just remember, the key is focusing on your breath, and if things get overwhelming or your mind wanders, you always have your breath there for you. So that is it. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed your meditation.